Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On first down, Fields. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is met at the line. Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. John Franklin Myers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to under pressure. They got him again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for L.A. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Herbert has it knocked free, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them. And change the momentum. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to the air, Herbert on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. A shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's second and a yard. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski.
It's been a struggle for the guys on defense trying to figure out how to get off the field. And now after that run, they're confronted with at least 4 more plays.
Back to throw, Fields. And And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
4th down now after a loss of 2 on is Santos for the Bears field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now room for Eckler. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I'm ready to take over.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Herbert on 1st down now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Strip that ball.
Fields on 1st down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's got Gronkowski yet again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he finds Gronk. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Again, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have reached. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the 2nd half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here are the Chargers to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. Now room for Eckler. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Uzama. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online. Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Back now at Soldier Field. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is taken in by Njoku. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a first down throw. Fields throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Running on first down, Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a throw right side, take it in here to start this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Delgado. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating. and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.